those cigars.
What'd you say?
You're live.
Good evening, Cardinal fans, and welcome to Berryville, America, the home of the Bobcats and the Lady Bobcats from Berryville Bobcat Arena, bringing you the action tonight of the regional tournament where your Farmington Lady Cardinals will take on the Pottsville Lady Apaches, and joined alongside Lady Cardinal head softball coach Randy Osnes, not Brian Dean, bringing the action. And Coach, first things first, you're here because of a specific reason.
Well, you know,
other than calling basketball games.
I was afraid that after I called the Shiloh game with you, you guys would never call me back because I tell too many stories, and you can't do that in a basketball game because, you know, once you tell that story, each team probably has had 3 possessions.
Right.
And, you know, we've missed about 3 minutes of the ball game, and you have to recap in the middle of a timeout. You know, when Osnes will finally be quiet, I can tell you guys what happened in those 3 possessions for each team.
Right.
So, no, Oxford is not here tonight. Jeff Oxford, Big Ox, is not here. You know, he's got school business.
I know it.
He's sitting in that boardroom right now. They're discussing, like I said, school business. And, you know, because of that, you know, he gets kicked to the curb and I get elevated. This is awesome. This is awesome.
It's a promotion for you.
It is a promotion. I get to come here to Berryville tonight, enjoy this game. You know, these girls that we have, you know, gosh, what a pleasure it has been all season long to watch them play. And now we're in postseason. You know, now it's when it counts.
Right.
Playing a very good Pottsville Apache team. We know this team very well from a softball standpoint.
Right.
You know, I talked to Coach Johnson today, and we talked about some of the kids that are key to their offense and defense on this Pottsville team, and those names are very familiar. You've got a shortstop / second baseman out here who's going to play point guard for them tonight. You got a big kid in the middle that's their stud pitcher. I mean, that's
right.
We know these kids. So now we get to see them as a basketball team, besides seeing them as a softball team. Very athletic. You know,
Right.
Brad and I were talking today. He's like, how athletic they are. They play fast. You know, very physical inside. They've got 3 guards outside. You know, Kane, Reynolds, and Rhodes are good shooters. And then you have Lindsay Aday, who is actually the cousin to Carson Dillard for us. And so, you know, they're a very, very good, talented team, and looking forward to a great ball game.
Right. The Pottsville Apache come into the ball game with a 14-10 overall record, 7-5 in conference play. Your Lady Cardinals come into the ball game with a 27-3 overall record and undefeated in conference play at 12-0. Of course, they are the District 1-4A district champions. And the Apaches are being introduced now. Addie Kane is going to start. Julia Reynolds, number 14. Number 22, Kimbra Rhodes. Lindsay Aday is number 23. And Shannon Lacey is going to round out the starting 5 for the Pottsville Apaches.
You know, one thing Coach Johnson was telling me today that, you know, Pottsville's going to be very multiple defense. They're going to come out and show a 1-3-1, and then they're going to go to a 2-1-2 matchup zone. They're also going to extend, you know, what looks like really a 2-1-2 trap, but it's really a 3-2 defense. They'll fall back into it. So they're going to be a lot of multiple zones. I know our plan is tonight to really go up and match up with them and see how we can handle the big girl inside, you know, Lacey, and then and see what we can do with those quick guards out front. You know, they like to play fast. We like to play fast. So this should be very entertaining for all the spectators here tonight.
Right. Well, the good thing about it is that if you go by what's on paper, Farmington should come out ahead. Hopefully that holds true. Farmington is in the home white jerseys, white shorts clad with red, and Pottsville is going to be in the black jersey, black shorts with a gold and white stripe down the side and gold numbers, gold trim numbers, I guess you would say. Which, in case when you're looking at it from here, Oz, you better have some good eyes to figure out what number it is.
We're up here on the rooftop of New Bobcat Arena. We are up here
that
high.
is true.
You're used to being down on the floor and being right in the middle of the action. And, you know, we're quite a ways up. This is almost like being at, you know, New Farmington football field. And,
right.
We're up here in the press box. We are a ways away. And, you know, we didn't bring the binoculars, but I've got my bifocals right here, so maybe we can be able to see.
Joelle Tidwell set to tip it off against Shannon Lacey. Tidwell wins the tip. Kersey corrals it, gives it up to Van Zandt. Van Zandt goes inside to Tidwell. Johnson from the corner, 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Rhodes for Pottsville. just underway, 7:45 to go in the first quarter. Pottsville with the basketball. Here's Rhodes from the wing, guarded by Kersey. Trying to go inside, nothing's there. Gives it up to Kane. Short jumper from Pottsville is no good. Rebound Tidwell. Van Zant pushing the basketball across the timeline. Gives it up to Tidwell, back to Van Zant, inside to Tidwell. Tidwell from just below the free throw stripes, no good. Rebound Culpepper. Culpepper back to Tidwell. Tidwell to Van Zant for three. Bingo! McKenna Van Zant from a deep three from the top of the key puts Farmington on the board 3-0 with just over 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Abby Kane with the basketball. She's going to be guarded by Van Zant. Cardinals look like they're going to be in a 2-3 zone to start off. Pottsville goes inside. That shot was blocked by Culpepper. Here's a three from Pottsville's number 22, Kimbra Rhodes, and it's no good. Rebound Farmington. Tidwell with the basketball. Pulls up, gives it up to Johnson from the wing. Johnson goes inside to Tidwell. Tidwell skip past to Culpepper. Culpepper goes back inside to Tidwell just below the free throw line, makes a move to her left, puts the basket up and in.
Well, it's good. She went right at Lacey and took it right to her, and nice little layup. Lacey's had two good shots, or opportunities down here on Pottsville's offensive end, and one time was blocked shot, and the last time she just missed a little 6-foot jumper. There she misses a layup.
Offensive rebound for Pottsville. Second shot's up and no good. Third shot's up and no good, but this time it's going to draw a foul. I believe it's on number 33, Joelle Tidwell.
Can't give them 3 opportunities on the offensive glass.
That is correct. 2 shots coming from Lacey. First shot's no good. That is actually Lindsay Aday. Between the hair and then the numbers on black jerseys.
That's good. Black numbers on black jerseys make it a little tough to see.
Exactly. Second shot's up and in. Take the score to 5-1. Farmington leads it with 5:53 to go in the first quarter.
Press, a little 2-1-2 press from Pottsville.
Van Zandt pushes ahead to Kersey. Kersey goes inside. Her shot's up and fouled. Shot was no good, but Kersey's going to the line for 2 shots. Left-handed free throw attempt is no good on the first one. Second one's up, and it's off the mark. Rebound goes to Shannon Lacey for Pottsville. Gives it up to Kane. Kane working against Van Zandt, kicks it back out. Now they go inside to Lacey. Lacey with the skip pass outside.
Blocked by Kersey.
Kersey's got a block on that shot. Van Zandt with the outlet. Skip pass to the corner. Johnson gives it up to Van Zandt. Back to Johnson. Short corner to Kersey. Kersey makes a power move inside. Hits under the backboard. Shot's no good. And here comes Pottsville. Aday with the basketball. Pressured by Tidwell. Kane with it. Throws it inside to Lacey. And her basket's up and in. 5-3 now, Redbirds.
That's the first make for Lacey out of 5 attempts.
Kersey with it from the short corner. Gives it out to Van Zandt, to Culpepper, to Tidwell, inside to Kersey. Basket's up and in.
Nice pass, good cut by Kersey down there on the baseline.
Short corner has been wide open early goings for Kersey and the Redbirds. Lead is 7-3 with 4:27 to go in the first quarter. Kane with the basketball. Defensive switch came. Tidwell picked up Kane. Pottsville goes inside. That runner's no good from Lindsay Aday. Van Zandt with the basketball. Weaving through traffic. Finds Culpepper. Culpepper back to Van Zandt to reset the offense. Back to Culpepper. Inside to Kersey at the short corner. Finds Tidwell. Kick pass out to Johnson for 3. No good. Rebound Pottsville. 3:45 to go in the first quarter. 7-3 Farmington. Pottsville goes inside, nothing's there, kicks it back out to reset the offense. Kane with the basketball, guarded by Van Zandt.
Just when we said they were going to play fast, now all of a sudden both teams have kind of slowed everything down.
Yep. Kane with the three. It's off the mark. Rebound Van Zandt. Pushing ahead, weaving through traffic. Pulls it up, finds Johnson on the block, and the basket's up and in. And Coach Siebenmorgan wants to call a timeout with 3:08 to go in the first quarter. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Redbirds up 9-3. And Coach, so far so good for the Redbirds.
We've done a great job defensively, and you know, Lacey has taken five shots. You know, made one. We blocked her shot once. You know, she had a couple of bad misses there, mainly because of the defense we had down low. Kane threw up a shot. When I say she threw it up, that's what she did in that last three-point attempt. And then, of course, we're finding everything down here on the baseline, short corner, like we were talking about. You know, we're getting it in there at the high post, playing a two-man game from the high post down the low post. And, of course, we've got the two kids there on the corner. So, you know, they're kind of in between a rock and a hard place. Do they take care of that short corner, or do they get out there on Johnson to make sure she got to take that three?
Right. As of right now, watching the first just shy of 5 minutes of play, I would guard the short corner. Johnson's 0 for 2, Van Zandt's 0 for 1 from 3, but you know that that's not going to stay the same. They're going to dial it in, and before you know it, a 6-point lead will turn into a 15, 20-point lead. Pottsville goes inside. That's number 24, Shannon Lacey, with the basket over Kersey. 9-5, 2:45 to go. Here's Kersey from the block, up and in from Van Zandt.
We take the ball offensively right to the free throw stripe, and it opens something up down there on the block. And Kersey's had a couple of cheap ones along with the one that Johnson had. We need to continue to attack them right in the middle of the floor. Right.
Redbirds in a man-to-man defense against Pottsville. Van Zandt tipped that one away, gets corralled by Johnson, gives it back to Van Zandt. Across the timeline with 2:20 to go. Here's a three from Van Zandt, and there it is. Van Zandt now with 6.
Well, she did a great job on Julie Reynolds. She gave her a little jab step. Reynolds kind of back on her heels, and Van Zandt just backs up behind the arc and just buries one.
I believe in kids' terms today, ankles
That's
is the
exactly
word.
what happened.
Van Zandt switches on the defense, now guarding number 22, Kimbra Rhodes, who puts the basket up and in. Cuts the lead to 14-7 with 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Van Zandt to Johnson on the corner to Tidwell. Skip past to Culpepper. Back inside to Tidwell. Tidwell moves left, dribbles twice, gives it out to Van Zandt. Resetting the offense, gets a screen from Tidwell. Back to Tidwell, short corner to Culpepper, who gives it up to Kersey. Even further inside, and Kersey puts it up and in.
Well, all my apologies to Paige Diverser and anybody else out there that can't hear me talking so far. Hey, I am speaking up. In fact, Brian is holding his ears because I'm talking so loud tonight, so there must be some technical difficulties. Or Brian's trying to make sure I'm not talking too much.
Culpepper with a steal. Shot's no good. Tidwell with the offensive rebound for Farmington. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson to Van Zandt from the wing. 3 on its way, off the back of the rim. Scrum for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Pottsville. I'm not sure why they can't hear you, Coach, because I ain't been muting you.
I hear you perfectly. You hear me.
I hear you.
We're having a good time calling the game.
Absolutely. 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. 16-7, Farmington leads it. 3 on its way from Pottsville. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound, Kersey. Kersey to Van Zandt. Coach Jay says, slow it up. I want the last one. 20 seconds to go. Redbirds up by 9. 16-7. Johnson with it now, unguarded with 10 remaining. Inside to Tidwell. Tidwell out to Culpepper. Culpepper to Tidwell from the free throw stripe. Oh, rattles in and out.
Halfway down, came back out.
It sure did. 16-7 is where we're going to end it first quarter. Redbirds on top of Pottsville. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back. You're listening to Farmington Lady Cardinal basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Real estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score, and isn't afraid to get a little dirty. The McNaughton team knows two important things. One, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and manage real estate. And two, how to cheer on the home team with an awesome tailgate event. For all your real estate needs, visit us at allnwahomes.com. McNaughton, your neighborhood community realtors.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. Started the second quarter. Redbirds up 16-7 over the Apaches from Pottsville. Kersey with a block shot now. Ends up in the hands of Tidwell. Pushes ahead to Van Zant. Van Zant to Johnson to Tidwell. Back to Johnson. Not about a three and then walked.
I've got a couple subs in. Riley Underwood along with Tori Daniel have come in to spell, spell Lacey and also Reynolds.
.35 to go in the second quarter. Here's a steal by Kersey. Kersey's going to put it off the glass and in. 18-7 now. Farmington, somewhat of a full court press by Van Zant. Not much pressure, but just letting them know that they were there. She was there. Reynolds inside against Dillard. Shots up and good. That was actually Layla Stroud.
She also checked in at the break.
7 minutes to go in the first half. 18-9, Farmington. Tidwell kicks it out to Dillard for a three from the wing, and it's good. Carson Dillard 1 for 1 off the bench from three-point land for Farmington, gives them a 21-9 lead. Kane almost lost the basketball, being guarded by Johnson. That's not Abby Kane.
That's Tori Daniel.
My goodness. Kane's got the basketball now, throws it away to Van Zant, ends up in the hands of Dillard. And I think Dillard's going to draw the foul. That's going to be on number 31, Tori Daniel. Into the ball game for Pottsville. Number 22, Kimber Rhodes, checking back in.
Julie Reynolds also came back in.
I saw one, you saw them both. Maybe I need to invest in some.
Hey, these bifocals are good from here, I'm telling you.
There's Trinity Johnson with three, and Coach, we alluded to it earlier. If you try to guard them, they're going to get open. They're going to dial in their shots, and right there it is.
Well, they're trying to do everything they can. I mean, we're diving down there in that block, and you've got two kids, whether it be Johnson, whether it be Dillard, or whoever it is in the corner. And if you pick your poison, which one you want to do? You want to stop, that right there, and then you got Tidwell who's crashing the free throw line. So I mean, pretty much what ends up is we've got 3-on-2.
Right.
What are they going to do? And it's a great offensive scheme, and right now Pottsville's having a hard time figuring it out.
And at some points in time, I would imagine that even though they're playing 5-on-5, that Pottsville thinks how many Farmington Cardinals are on the court. Because let's face it, Coach. Even though we have 5 players on the court, and our bench is deep, every single one of those girls can hurt you from inside. They can also hurt you from outside.
Oh, there's no doubt. And that's the reason that Coach Johnson believes that he can make a strong run into the state tournament. Deep in the state tournament, because not only the starting 5 you have are great athletes and great players, but you have many kids sitting on this bench that can come in and spell those kids, and you don't lose a thing offensively or defensively.
Absolutely. You got Casey Drain, you got Carson Dillard, Morgan Bry, and then you look further down the line there. You got Megan Hernandez, who's a sophomore. You have Allie Diversary, who could shoot it from deep. The bench is everlasting. It seems like when you're talking about the Farmington Cardinals.
Everlasting. There you go. I'm going to have to use that. We'll steal that.
The never-ending bench.
You must have got that from Oxford.
No, from Willy Wonka, the everlasting gobstopper.
There you go.
Pottsville turns the ball over on a travel by number 33, Maddie Maggard. On the court for your Redbirds, Tidwell, Van Zant, Johnson, Dillard, and Kersey. Pottsville shows the 1-3-1 zone. Here's Tidwell from the charity stripe off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Pottsville. Farmington's up 24-9 with 5:40 to go in the first half. Pottsville goes inside. Cannot tell what number that is. Dillard came up with a rebound, throws it away, keeping it alive, and ends up in the hands of Pottsville. And the basket was by number 35?
I think Coach Johnson is explaining to her right now, you definitely don't want to save the ball and throw it back in underneath the opponent's goal, and that's what led to that 2 points right there. Actually, she was doing a good job trying to get the ball to Van Zandt. One of the Pottsville players stuck a left hand in there, got the ball away, and it tipped perfectly back to a young lady 6 foot away from the basket.
Right.
So, I mean, it's one of those learning situations, and it's a great thing that you're learning when you're up by 13 points.
Right. You're exactly right. 24-11. 5:26 to go in the half. Farmington's going to have the basketball. Moving from right to left. Our right to our left.
That's a long way down there to the floor.
Yes. Normally we're about 35 feet. Up, here's Johnson for 3 from the corner, and it's good.
Pick your poison.
Absolutely.
They doubled down. No one was out there on Trinity, and she knocks it down.
Normally, like I was saying, normally we're about 35 feet in the air, and this time, Coach, I think we're about 55 feet. Pottsville goes inside, tough shot, gets a shooter's touch and in.
That was a tough shot.
That was good from number 24, Shannon Lacey. She's got 6 on the night for Pottsville. Tidwell with the basketball, finds Johnson from the corner for 3, off the mark. Offensive rebound, Tori Kersey. Makes a power dribble. Shots up, no good. Rebound by Pottsville, but Pottsville committed a foul prior to. Kersey's going to the line for 2.
There's a late whistle, but there's no doubt that, she kind of got hip checked there. She was going up for the layup.
Kersey's first one's no good.
She's 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. We need those points right there. We got to definitely have those, not just tonight, but definitely as we get deeper into this run that we're making here.
Hopefully you just jinxed her.
That's the plan. Anytime they're 0 for 3, you talk about them, and boom.
There it is.
That's right.
Good call. 28-13, 4:40 to go in the half. Kane with the basketball working against Van Zant. Defensive switch. Kane for Tidwell. Another defensive switch. Tidwell remaining on the ball. Pottsville goes inside and walks. That was Riley Underwood with the travel. Audrey Culpepper, Morgan Bride check in, replacing Tidwell and Kersey.
Little 2-2-1 press by Pottsville right now. Just token pressure. Working down to the matchup zone.
Johnson with the skip pass to Dillard. Dillard giving it up to Van Zant, top of the key, back to Dillard. 3 from the wing is no good, off the mark. Rebound, Morgan Bride. Van Zant looking to go inside, weaving through traffic, tough runners up and in.
Well, it's the second time that she just put them on their heels. That was a great move. They act like they haven't seen that little step back before.
Van Zant's got 8 on the night. Back inside, Pottsville goes, working against Culpepper. And I think Culpepper's going to get called for a foul. Farmington didn't like it, but Coach, I hate to say it as well, we kind of heard that one from up here.
Oh, I thought it was a great block.
You didn't hear the smacking of the hands?
I missed it. Hey, we're up here so high that somebody texted me a while ago and said, "Hey, where are you at?" And they're Jim. We're up here so high we can see the dust on top of their scoreboard. They have one of those center court scoreboards, and it's a newer arena.
Right.
They've got us up here in the bleachers. I mean, we're up top.
Yes, we are.
It's a good view. It's a nice arena, great place. I know I'm making fun of having a good time here, but they've done a great job with this, and just sitting around before the game even started, Coach Compton came by and see if we needed anything. I mean, good hospitality, doing a great job running this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. 30-15, Redbirds up by 15. Here's Johnson for three from the corner. That's off the mark, off the back of the backboard. Rebound Culpepper. Her shot's no good. Pulled down by Pottsville. That was Kimbra Rhodes with the rebound for Pottsville. Brings it across the timeline, and there's a trip by Dillard.
Well,
Which I really think
that's inadvertent.
Yeah.
She steps
on Dillard's foot, and then
Julia Reynolds steps on Carson's, right foot, falls, and then, there you go.
Yeah.
We get the foul called on us.
Pottsville with the basketball, 3:17 to go in the half. Farmington leads it 30-15. Here's the three on its way from Pottsville off the rim. Rebound Van Zant. Van Zant pushing it ahead, going to all four of her fellow teammates. Pulls it back out, throws it away, ends up in the hands of Pottsville. Kane with the basketball. They go inside, and here's the foul called on Culpepper.
Well, we've changed the way we're calling this game in the first quarter. I mean, they were kind of letting each team play a little bit. Now, a little hands in, here we go. Whistle after whistle, last few minutes.
That's Culpepper's second. She's going to get a breather and replaced by Joelle Tidwell. Pottsville goes inside.
I just happened to look at my phone. Even when Oxford's not here, he still tries to, have his voice, and sending texts and letting us know what kind of job we're doing.
Right.
The high fives, those little emojis are really cool. He's good with his emojis.
The basket was good from number 34, Kylie Shannon. Got fouled on the way up by Morgan Bry. Three-point play takes the score to 30-18. Tidwell finds Johnson, had Bry wide open underneath the basket. Kicks it out to Van Zant. Now goes short corner to Bry.
I'll go attack, Bry.
Bry to Van Zant. Van Zant looks to duck inside. Nothing's there. Gives it up to Tidwell. Great save by Trinity Johnson on the wing. Goes inside to Van Zant. Lob pass to Bry. Down low, and Bry's going to get hacked on the way up.
It's a good play. Once again, working that short corner, and we attack there at the free throw line. Van Zant draws the defense up to her and dumps it off.
Foul was called on number 14, Julia Reynolds, her first. Bry's at the line for two. First one's up, and it's in. 31-18. Redbirds lead it with 2:19 to go in the half. Second one's good. Tori Kersey checking back into the ball game. In for Morgan Bry. Swapping out a sophomore for a junior. Day working inside, kicks it back outside, goes back inside. It's Pottsville. Kane with the basketball. Here's inside pass from number 14, Julia Reynolds. They're going to get Tidwell with a foul.
Just like Coach Johnson was telling about earlier today, Lacey does a great job of getting the defender on her hip, and they throw over the top, and it was a two-man game there between Julia Reynolds and Lacey. Of course, sends Lacey to the foul line.
Right. Tidwell's second. Morgan Bry due to check in for the Redbirds, as well as number 35, Riley Underwood, for Pottsville. She's coming in for the shooter. Bry replaces Tidwell. Second shot's on its way. It rims out, no good. Offensive rebound for Pottsville. Kane with the basketball, working against Van Zant, goes inside, shots up, no good. Gathers the rebound, puts another shot up, and it's in. 32-21 now. Minute 40 to go in the first half. Pottsville has cut the Farmington lead to 11. Here's Johnson with the three from the corner, no good. Box out by Kersey to gather the rebound. Three on his way from Van Zant, and it's good. McKenna Van Zant now with 11 for Farmington. Pushes the lead back to 14, 35-21 with $1:20 to go. Bry with a nice defensive job, and then gathers up the rebound, pushes it ahead to Van Zant. Van Zant weaves through traffic, pulls up just below the free throw line. Shot's no good. Down with the basketball comes the Apaches. Jump stop no good for number 23, Lindsay Aday. Rebound Van Zant. 45 seconds to go in the half. Bride to Johnson in the corner. To short corner to Kersey. Van Zant for a deep three off the back of the rim. Rebound Pottsville. 36 seconds to go in that first half. 35-21 Redbirds. Pottsville may say, let's get the last one.
We're matched up here with 13 seconds to go in the first half. Okay. Now we start the offense, and once again, it's almost like Reynolds kind of falls into it.
Yep.
And Dillard was a little aggressive, but
Dillard picks up her second personal foul. It's going to be the team's seventh, so Pottsville is going to go to the line for 1-and-1 via Julia Reynolds. Casey Drain checks into the ball game to replace Dillard with 6 seconds to go in the first half. Reynolds with the basketball at the free throw line, shooting 1-and-1. First one's up and in. Reynolds now is on the scoreboard with 1 point. Abby Kane's got 2 for Pottsville. Kimber Rhodes with 2. Lindsay Aday's got 4. And number 35, Riley Underwood's got 4. Substitutions coming for Pottsville. Carson Dillard with 3. Van Zant's last second shot is no good, and that's going to take us to halftime. Carson Dillard with 3 points. Tori Kersey with 9. Van Zant with 11. Johnson with 8. And Morgan Bride with 2. And the halftime score, Farmington leads at 35-23. For Coach Randy Osnes, I'm Brian Dean from Berryville Bobcat Arena. You're listening to Farmington Lady Cardinal basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
You've loved Arvest Mobile Banking, but asked for more features. We heard you and created a whole new app. Introducing Arvest Go. With Arvest Go, you'll be able to personalize your banking experience like never before. Access your accounts by using our fast fingerprint login. Or set up Quick View to look at your balances without even logging in. Choose a profile photo, favorite an account, or send us a secure message right from the app. And just like before, you can always transfer money, pay bills, and deposit checks, all with your phone. Arvest Go. It's everything you've asked for and more. It's mobile banking as unique as you are. Download Arvest Go from your app store and start using Arvest Go today.
Ozark Dermatology offers full medical, surgical, and aesthetic services. Our team offers comprehensive care for medical and surgical conditions for adults and children. Our experienced board-certified physicians and highly trained physician extenders provide state-of-the-art diagnosis, treatments, and procedures in a relaxed and compassionate setting. Let Ozark Dermatology be your path to healthy skin. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Always give students an opportunity to be grouped together with other students that have similar career interests so that we're not all part of just a big student population. We are all headed in the same direction.
We're really excited to implement them to provide some career training so that they get out into the real world and have expectations.
you been saving up for or ready to start thinking about and building your dream home from the ground up? If it is that time for that decision to become a reality for you, wait no longer and reach out to Bauman and Crossnow Construction. Established in 2013, Mike Bauman, alongside with Michael and Lane Crossnow, Bauman and Crossnow Construction specialize in residential custom homes, general contracting, multifamily homes, and other specialized homes as well. Having lived in Northwest Arkansas for a combined 61 years, Bauman and Crossnow Construction are no strangers to the Northwest Arkansas and Farmington areas. They can be reached at www.baumancrossnow.com. Bauman and Crossnow Construction, where your dream home can become a reality, are proud supporters of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards!
Every home has electrical problems. A faulty switch, outdated fixtures, or not enough outlets. Buzz has seen them all. What's your home's problem? Call Buzz Electrical through Wednesday and get $50 off your service call and receive a whole home safety inspection on us.
Academies give students an opportunity to be grouped together with other students that have similar career interests so that we're not all part of just a big student population. We are all headed in the same direction.
We are really excited to implement them to provide some career training for kids as they get out into the real world, so they have expectations and they know what's going to go on, so that if they're going into the workforce or if they're going to college, they're already prepared for those things.
Are you in the market for some exterior home improvements? Is your home ready for new siding, gutters, or metal roof, or asphalt roof? Do you need a new metal building or shop? Give Foster's Exterior Solutions a call today. Locally owned and operated right here in Farmington since 2008, Foster's Exterior Solutions is a proud supporter of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Hello, this is Kerry Pitts with Foster's Exterior Solutions. Please give us a call for all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. We're at 479-445-9799. Go Cardinals!
Real estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score, and isn't afraid to get a little dirty. The McNaughton team knows two important things. One, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and manage real estate. And two, how to cheer on the home team with an awesome tailgate event. For all your real estate needs, visit us at allnwahomes.com. McNaughton, your neighborhood community realtors.
Ozark Dermatology offers full medical, surgical, and aesthetic services. Our team offers comprehensive care for medical and surgical conditions for adults and children. Our experienced, board-certified physicians and highly trained physician extenders provide state-of-the-art diagnosis, treatments, and procedures in a relaxed and compassionate setting. Let Ozark Dermatology be your path to healthy skin. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Real estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score, and isn't afraid to get a little dirty. The McNaughton team knows two important things. One, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and manage real estate. And two, how to cheer on the home team with an awesome tailgate event. For all your real estate needs, visit us at allnwahomes.com. McNaughton, your neighborhood community realtors.
you been saving up for or ready to start thinking about and building your dream home from the ground up? If it is that time for that decision to become a reality for you, wait no longer and reach out to Bauman and Crossnow Construction. Established in 2013, Mike Bauman, alongside with Michael and Lane Crossnow, Bauman and Crossnow Construction specialize in residential custom homes, general contracting, multifamily homes, and other specialized homes as well. Having lived in Northwest Arkansas for a combined 61 years, Bauman and Crossnow Construction are no strangers to the Northwest Arkansas and Farmington areas. They can be reached at www.baumancrossnow.com. Bauman and Crossnow Construction, where your dream home can become a reality, are proud supporters of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards!
Every home has electrical problems. A faulty switch, outdated fixtures, or not enough outlets. Buzz has seen them all. What's your home's problem? Call Buzz Electrical through Wednesday and get $50 off your service call and receive a whole home safety inspection on us.
You've loved Arvest Mobile Banking, but asked for more features. We heard you and created a whole new app. Introducing Arvest Go. With Arvest Go, you'll be able to personalize your banking experience like never before. Access your accounts by using our fast fingerprint login, or set up Quick View to
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. Bobcat Arena on the site of Berryville High School, Region 4 Regional Tournament. Pottsville got on the board to start the second half. Couple of free throws from Julia Reynolds. Dillard with the basketball. Gives it up to Van Zant with 7:30 to go in the third quarter. Kersey goes hard inside and runners up and good. Pottsville fans wanted to watch.
I want backcourt right there.
Yeah, absolutely. 37-24, Redbirds lead it.
Oh, wow.
Shot was off the mark from Lindsay Aday. Rebound went to Dillard. Van Zant to Dillard. Inside to Kersey in the short corner. Pass was deflected, ends up in the hands of Dillard. Dillard with a skip pass to Johnson. Johnson inside to Tidwell. Tidwell to a diving Van Zant. Shot's no good. Rebound Pottsville. Pottsville pounding the basketball inside. And the shot goes off the hands of a Redbird and out of bounds. Inbounds play, shots up and good from number 24, Shannon Lacey. 37-26 now. Johnson with the three, rims in and out, no good. And here comes Pottsville.
Right now, they're the aggressor.
We agree absolutely 100% start of the second half. Pottsville goes inside for McCain. McCain gives it over to Lacey. Lacey's runner is good for just below the free throw line. Cuts the lead to 9. 37-28. Dillard with the basketball. 5:53 to go. Dillard goes to Tidwell. Back to Dillard from Kersey. 3 on its way, and it's good. Carson Dillard with a second 3 of the night gives her 6. Kane with the basketball, 5:35 to go. Inside goes Pottsville, and they're going to call Tori Kersey with a foul, and I'm not sure. Well, that's from this vantage point, not sure what she committed.
She had the left hand in there, got the ball. Looked like a pretty good defensive play.
Absolutely. Pottsville going in. Kersey's going to tie one up with Pottsville. The possession arrow belongs to Pottsville. 5:27 to go. Deflected pass from Kersey, and she traveled. No call from the ref. Johnson won it. Johnson saying, how did she fall with the basketball and not call a walk? Inside goes Rhodes. Shot's no good. That's going to be Pottsville ball off the hands of Kersey.
They're taking it right to us, but they're throwing up some really tough shots. And, they're fortunate that we didn't get the board on that one again also.
Absolutely. Pottsville with the basketball down by 12 with 5:10 to go. 40-28. The inbounds pass is stolen by Tidwell. Gives it up to Van Zant. Loses temporary control. Gathers it up. Finds Dillard from the wing. Back to Van Zant. Inside to Tidwell. Inside to Kersey. High off the glass. Shot's no good. Rebound Pottsville.
Great ball movement. That trip down offensively.
Ball goes out of bounds off the foot of Kersey. Remains in the possession of Pottsville. Inbounds play. Kane's got it now from the wing. Guarded by Kersey. Going inside. Gets double teamed by Johnson. Now Johnson's going to pick up a foul. It's going to be her first personal foul. Team's third of the second half. Kane with the basketball, guarded by Van Zant. Pottsville going inside, now kicks it outside. Three on its way from Kane, and it's good. 40-31 now with 4:19 to go in the third quarter. Tidwell with the basketball.
Well, they haven't been this close since the end of the first quarter.
Tidwell working inside, kicks it out to Johnson for three. Off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Dillard gives it up to Van Zant. Back to Dillard in the corner. Or in the short corner, off the wing. Skip pass to Johnson, skip pass again to Dillard, inside to Kersey. Kersey moves right, left-handed hook shots up and in.
Good play inside out between Carson Dillard and Corey Kersey.
Kersey with a tough left-handed hook shot, gives her 13 on the night. There's a deflected pass from Kersey up to Johnson. Gives it back to Kersey, unselfish play. Gives it up to Johnson for a bucket. That was actually Kersey to Van Zant, back to Kersey to Johnson to complete that play.
Oh, very unselfish play. I mean, just like right there. I mean, Corey had the opportunity if she wanted to for another left-handed layup. It was just easier for her to go ahead and dish to Johnson and go ahead and get the layup that way. I mean, that's what it's going to take. It's all about the team this time of the year. We've got some great individual players making some great individual plays, but boys, when it comes right down to it, they definitely play together as a team.
There's no doubt about it. And Coach, I'm sure that you know this, but on the back of some of their hoodies that they wear, they're kind of the stonewashed white and gray hoodies, got a faded cardinal head on the front, but on the back side of it, just above the tailbone, they have F.A.M.I.L.Y. So it spells out family, but it's an acronym, in case you wasn't able to catch up with it.
Okay.
I know spelling and age catches up to you at some points in time, but do you know what that acronym stands for? That shot's off the mark for Pottsville.
No, I have no clue. I'm sorry. I'm watching the game.
It stands for "Forget About Me," and then "I Love You," and that's their one of their slogans for this year. It's not about individual play; it's about the family playing. Absolute clever idea. I don't know where Coach Jay got it from, but nonetheless, you saw it on that last offensive possession. As Van Zant goes inside to Dillard to run the score to 46-31. 15-point lead now.
Like we said earlier, they got it within 9, and all of a sudden it's like we stepped on the accelerator again and started playing fast.
Right. Back to Farmington fast. Pitch. Cardinals steal it. Van Zandt goes up for a layup, gets fouled.
Well, just like that right there, I mean, our defense turned into our best offense. A great steal there by Van Zandt and fouled on the other end of the floor.
3 due to check in for Pottsville as Van Zandt goes to the line for 2 shots. First shot's on its way off the back of the rim, but shooters roll. Shooters touch, falls in. Van Zandt with 12 now.
You know, one thing that Coach Johnson and I talked about today was how Pottsville likes to play fast, but if you watch their starters, and we really haven't played that many more kids.
Right.
But they're grabbing those shorts and seem like they're out of breath and maybe not in the same basketball shape that our kids are in.
Right.
You know, we played a couple other kids off the bench, but not that much, and we're still going strong, and especially Carson and Van Zandt right there running the floor. Dillard did the same thing on the possession before. Defensively, I mean, working their feet well and doing a good job just like that right there.
Pottsville tries to work it inside, throws the ball away. Kylie Shannon was the one that they were working towards. Shannon now going to guard Van Zandt, picks her up about 3/4, gives it up to Dillard. Dillard finds Johnson in the wing. Johnson to Dillard. Dillard to Tidwell. Tidwell to Johnson. Skip pass. Pulls it back out, gives it up to Van Zandt. Resetting the offense, back to Kersey. Kersey back to Van Zandt. Looking inside, goes outside to Dillard, inside to Tidwell. Tidwell moves right, opens up Kersey in the short corner, shots up and no good. And Van Zandt's going to pick up her first personal foul.
She reached in, tried to tie up the ball, and quick whistle right there.
Foul-wise on the court, Dillard's got 2, Kersey's got 1, Van Zandt 1, Johnson 1, and Tidwell with 2. Pottsville with the basketball down 17 with $1:22 to go. As Johnson steals that one, finds a wide open Dillard cutting to the basket, and it's up and in. Dillard now with 10 points. On the floor, Farmington's got 4 players in double digits, being led by Kersey and Van Zandt with 13 apiece. And then right behind them with 10 apiece is Johnson and Dillard. It's a 3 on its way, which is good from Abby Kane. Kane's got 8 for Pottsville. Van Zandt pushes ahead, deflected out of bounds. Off of Pottsville. It'll remain Farmington basketball as Casey Drain and Morgan Bride check in for Farmington. Into the ball game for Pottsville is number 24, Shannon Lacey. Dillard to inbounds it with 51.5 seconds to go. Gives it up to Van Zandt. Inside at the top of the free throw line is Kersey. Power moves to her left and puts the left-handed layup up and in.
Kersey just put the ball on the floor and said, hey, I'm a little bit quicker than you are, and took it to the hole.
Reminiscent of, and there's a charge. Drawn by Casey Drain. And the bench mob stands up in an excitement saying, big body. Bry inbounds it to Dillard. Dillard, a little float pass to Kersey. Kersey back to Dillard, gives it up to Van Zandt. 23 seconds to go in the third quarter. 52-34, Farmington. Van Zandt driving inside, floats one up to Kersey. Kersey puts the basket, attempts to put a left-handed shot up, gets fouled going up with 1.8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kersey's going to shoot 2.
Perfectly executed. Just a little high-low game once again. Attacking, dribble drive, and attack there at the free throw line, hit short corner, and Kersey had the opportunity to get that ball in the hoop. Just got mobbed, as you said. Like, of course, it wasn't the bench mob. It was a Pottsville mob right there.
Kersey's first shot was up and in. Second shot's off the back of the rim, and that's going to do it for the third quarter of play, where Farmington leads it 53-34 at the end of 3. From Berryville Bobcat Arena, I'm Brian Dean alongside Coach Randy Osnes. You're listening to Farmington Lady Cardinal basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Academies give students an opportunity to be grouped together with other students that have similar career interests, so that we're not all part of just a big student population. We are all headed in the same direction.
We are really excited to implement them to provide some career training for kids as they get out into the real world, so they have the expectations and they know what's going to go on, so that if they're going into the workforce or if they're going to college, they're already prepared for those things.
Farmington fans, it's the fourth quarter, 53-34. Redbirds lead it over Pottsville. Game number 1 in the regional tournament. Van Zandt throws that one away. Van Zandt says, I'm going to drive inside in case he comes floating back upside. Just a little miscommunication. It's kind of like, Coach, I'm going to tell you, you run a curl and then you turn around and run a flag route. I expect a curl. You run a flag. Van Zandt ahead to Drain. Drain back to Van Zandt. Top of the key inside to a diving. Kersey right-handed runner's no good. Rebound, Kylie Shannon. Pottsville goes inside, working in front of Kersey, no good. Kersey gives it up to Dillard. Dillard back to Kersey, to Bry from the wing. Brings the ball to her right, gives it up to Kersey. Kersey to Dillard. Back to Bry for 3 from the wing. It's good. Morgan Bry on the board for Farmington with her 5th point of the night. First 3. There's an inlet pass to Pottsville's number 24. Shannon Lacey puts the basket up and in. Cut the lead to 20, 56-36 with 6:43 to go in the fourth quarter. And Pottsville takes the 30-second timeout. Speaking of Tori Kersey and the way that she's playing tonight, Coach, did you watch the championship game in the conference tournament against Harrison?
Did not. No, did not.
You missed one heck of a play that ignited the entire...
Had to be out of town. I had the opportunity to listen to part of it, but I didn't get to see it live, no.
Tori Kersey catches one at the top of the key on the run and just blows by 3 or 4 Harrison girls, and everybody was just like, oh my. She put the ball on the floor. Yeah.
And tonight, I mean, definitely in the paint, you can tell she's the best player on the floor outside. I mean, we've seen Van Zandt do some things. I don't know if we were liable ago when we were talking about this, but, she gets that little dive move and then backs out and kind of gets them back on their heels and will hit that 3 and then do the same thing, back up and then go back by them. And then, of course, that's what opens up the low block, and then, she can kick it from corner to corner. At this point, still here, in the fourth quarter, Pottsville has no answer to what we're trying to accomplish offensively, or what we are accomplishing offensively.
Right. 6:43 to go in the ball game. Farmington leads at 56-38. Pottsville just took their 4th timeout of the game, leaving them with 1. Farmington's got 4 of them. Bry to Van Zandt in the backcourt. Van Zandt breaks the timeline, finds a wide open Casey Drain, slips on the way down. Ball gets deflected out of bounds off of Pottsville. Morgan Bry's got 5, Carson Dillard with 10, Van Zandt with 13, Kersey with 16. Kersey's left-handed runner's no good. Rebound Pottsville. 6:25 to go in the ball game. Lindsay Aday with the basketball. Gives it up to, there's a block shot by Kersey from off the shooting hand of Shannon Lacey. Then a turnover from Farmington. Rhodes goes inside. Gives it up to Lacey, shots up and in. 56-40, Farmington leads it. Van Zandt pushes ahead to wide open Drain. Runners up and in. Casey Drain extends Farmington's lead to 58-40. With 5:45 to go in the ball game. They go back. Pottsville goes back inside to Lacey. Shots up and in over Kersey.
That's the strongest move she's had tonight.
Kane drives that inbounds pass out of bounds. Trinity Johnson, Audrey Culpepper, and Joelle Tidwell check back in for Farmington, replacing Drain, Brian Dillard. Inbounds play for Farmington, full court press from Pottsville. Tidwell has it, breaks the timeline. Then takes it all the way inside, gives it up to Culpepper, and Culpepper puts the basket in. Audrey Culpepper now on the board with 2 points. And I believe that takes all 8 Farmington players with points tonight, Coach.
Anybody that stepped on the floor has a bucket.
Lindsay Aday with a shot, no good. Rebound Culpepper. Culpepper gives it up to Van Zant. Trinity Johnson with it, gives it up to Tidwell. Tidwell wide open to Kersey, and it's up and in. Kersey now.
Well, every player on the floor touched the ball offensively that time.
Absolutely. Pottsville goes inside with Abby Kane. He's going to get fouled. Question is by who, as there was 3 Cardinals around her. That's going to be called on Tori Kersey, and it's going to be her second of the ball game. Kane's first shot is up and in. 62-43. As Kylie Shannon checks back in for Pottsville. Kane's second shot. It's off the side of the rim. Rebound Tidwell. Tidwell to Johnson to Kersey. Kersey back to Tidwell. To a cut and Van Zant. Basket's up and in. McKenna Van Zant now with 15. Kane with the basketball, bringing it across the timeline, working right to left. Guarded by Van Zant, puts up a 3. It's no good. Rebound Kersey. Van Zant loses control of the basketball, regains it. They're going to call a jump ball. Yep. Abby Kane goes down with a little injury. Hopefully she's okay. No doubt that she's grimacing for being hurt. I did not see who came in for it. Pottsville with the basketball in the hands of Kimber Rose as Johnson almost comes away with the steal. And now has a pass, dribble, bounce off her foot and out of bounds. Possession still going to remain with Pottsville. Down by 21, 64-43 with 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Rose inside to Lacey, and Kersey's going to pick up her 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 6. Coach Jay wants to talk about it. So with 3:57 to go in the ball game, Farmington leads at 64-43. We'll keep it right here. It's just a 30-second break. Coach, your thoughts?
Well, I mean, the game's reverted back to where they're letting them play a little bit more. Kind of works into Pottsville's advantage because right there, I mean, pretty much got mugged out there at
Right.
3/4 court. And, they retained possession on a ball that dribbled out of bounds over here. But, hey, and when you're up 21, we're not going to complain too much.
Yeah.
And the great thing about it is offensively, I mean, and I don't want to jinx anybody say anything. Since 04, I haven't seen a girls basketball team at Farmington play together like this bunch has, and that was the year that Coach Blue's team won a state championship. This is a very talented bunch, a lot of fun to watch, and Pottsville's having all kinds of trouble with them right here tonight.
So what you're saying is you're glad that I drug you into this.
Oh, I've had a great time calling the game. I've enjoyed watching our girls play and our boys play all season long. A lot of good kids, extremely well coached. Just a lot of fun to watch play.
Van Zant receives the inbounds pass from Tidwell. 3:43 to go in the ball game. Van Zant goes inside to Culpepper. Culpepper back outside to Johnson. Back up top to Van Zant. To Kersey. To Tidwell. Tidwell to Van Zant. Johnson back to Van Zant. To Tidwell. Back to Johnson. This is like the 5-man weave from Farmington. Johnson traveled with the basketball, turns it over.
And Dad wasn't real happy right there.
Yep. Mass substitutions coming from Pottsville.
They were trying to reset the offense after running that weave, and she drug her foot. It happens.
Good to see Abby Kane back on the court for Pottsville. Means that she got a little tangled up, but is okay. That pass was stolen by Tori Kersey off the hands of Andy Manson. With 3 minutes to go in the ball game, Farmington leading 64-45. Culpepper to Tidwell. Back inside to Culpepper. Outside to Johnson.
Pottsville has pretty much thrown up the white flag, and I think Coach is getting ready to bring a few other folks into the ball game.
Tidwell to Johnson. Back to Van Zant. 2:30 to go in the ball game. 64-45. Farmington leads it. That Pottsville foul is going to come off the hands of Kristen Myers. Give them 14 fouls for the second half. Tidwell to inbounds it to Van Zant. Then gets popped by Abby Kane.
Kane's the only starter on the floor right now for Pottsville.
Inbounds pass from Tidwell goes to Van Zant. Van Zant is going to draw another foul from Pottsville to give them 16 fouls on the second half. 2:30 to go in the ball game. Both teams will be in the 1-and-1 bonus on the next foul. Tidwell to Van Zant, back to Tidwell to Johnson, back to Tidwell. Culpepper from the wing, inside to Kersey. Kersey to Johnson at the top of the key. Back to Van Zant. Van Zant's going to draw a foul, number 11, Kristen Myers. She's going to go to the line for 1-and-1. Substitutions coming from Farmington. Madison Earnhardt, Morgan Bry, Allie Diversary, Megan Hernandez. Casey Drain due to check in for McKenna Van Zant. 2:09 to go in the ball game. Farmington leads it by 19, 64-45. Van Zant's shots up, no good. Rebound, Madison Earnhardt. Ernie to Van Zant. To Diversary. Diversary for three. Rims in and out, no good. Rebound goes to Pottsville. Abby Kane with the basketball and 1:52 to go in the ball game. Guarded by Hernandez. Goes inside, kicks it outside to number 42, Andy Manson. Three is no good. As Casey Drain checks in. Replacing McKenna Van Zant. I believe Van Zant finished the night with 16 points. Inbounds play from Pottsville. Shots up and good. Off of the hands of number, is that 24?
Lacey checked back in there.
Drain with the basketball, gives it up to Earnhardt. Earnhardt, it goes inside to Diversary. Diversary tries to put up a shot and gets blocked. Gets a foul. Excuse me.
They called the foul on Lacey.
Lacey picks up her. Nope, they actually charged it to number 42, Andy Manson.
There you go.
Diversary's first shot's up and in. Into the ball game for Pottsville, replacing Abby Kane's number 15, Ashley Beavers. 1:22 to go in the ball game. Diversary's second shot's good. (66-47), 1:15 to go in the ball game. Manson. Pottsville goes inside to Lacey, and the shot's up and no good, and then goes out of bounds off of number 15, Ashley Beavers. Oops, excuse me. Out of bounds off the hands of Farmington.
Yeah, I don't know. how that was. She shot it off the back of the back. I mean, the back from behind the back.
Yeah. Inbounds play from Pottsville with 55 seconds to go. Farmington still leads it by 19, 66-47. Inbounds play from Pottsville gets stolen by Casey Drain. Jump ball, possession arrow belongs to Farmington. Drain with the basketball, bringing it across the timeline for Farmington. Gives it into the hands of Hernandez. Hernandez to Drain. 36 seconds to go on in the ball game. Drain with the basketball. Gets poked away, ends up in the hands of Earnhardt. Back to Drain with 30 to go. Back to Earnhardt. Back to Drain. To Hernandez. Over to Diversary for three. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound Abby Kane for Pottsville. With 15 seconds to go in the ball game, Pottsville wants a timeout.
I think he was just wanting to get another senior back in. That their season's over with right here. They know that. Our kids know that. We're getting ready to substitute again. The great thing about it for us is we're hosting a state tournament next week, and we're going to be gracious as far as welcome everybody in, but we hope the results are the same as what we're getting right here tonight.
Camilla Garola, Cadence Dean, Dazen Pruitt, Mazzy Carlson all check in for Farmington. I think there was another one, but I can't tell because they're all huddled up together, Coach. Madison Earnhardt stays in the ball game for Farmington. 13.3 seconds to go in the ball game. 66-47. Farmington leads it. Pottsville to inbounds it. Shots up and good from Abby Kane for Pottsville. Deflected inbounds pass ends up in the hands of Pottsville, and that's going to do it. Final scores: Farmington wins it 66-49 to advance to the semifinals of the regional tournament. Coming up next Friday. Listen to me, Coach. Coming up a day after tomorrow, where Farmington advances to the semifinals. Playing for Seton for the state tournament next week. Held in Farmington.
Playing for a regional championship.
Well, state tournament. What did I say?
You play for seed process for a state, which is fine, and that's what it is.
Right,
that's what it is. But I mean, we're playing for
regional championship.
Right
Yeah.
now. Kids played great, good ball game to watch, and we played fast. We slowed down when we need to. Great defense all the way around. Coach Johnson and I talked about today about there's a couple of kids that they had felt like maybe it might be a mismatch for us.
Right.
Maybe a little tough to contain, and was you had a 17-point win. I think we contained it very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta love this picture right here from both teams, Pottsville and Farmington, gathering up at midcourt together. And Coach, it's been a great night if you're a Farmington Lady Cardinal. It's been a great night for me because I got to sit next to you, your left.
I appreciate the invitation. This was a lot of fun. After the Shiloh game, I didn't think you guys would ever have me back. I tell too many stories. I tried not to talk as much tonight, but I enjoy doing basketball. It's a lot of fun, and I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Well, if it makes you feel any better, you come back up on Friday and do the next game with us.
Hey, if my chauffeur who drove me tonight, my wife, will do that,
right.
I'll be here.
We may play an early game, so are you going to cut out of practice early?
Probably not going to cut out of practice, but I mean we'll do the best we can.
All right, for Lady Cardinals softball head coach Randy Osnes, I'm Brian Dean from Berryville Bobcat Arena, where the Redbirds are victorious, move on to the regional semifinals coming up Friday. You've been listening to Farmington Lady Cardinal basketball on the Farm Cards Live Sports Network. Have a safe ride home and good night.